Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. I remain your humble guy, Opuston, the little guy that always tell you the truth. And I must be able to inform you what you need to know, man. If I fail to tell you this, I'm not doing myself good. And if I fail not to inform you this, it means I don't like Nigeria. United States visa. I believe that this country is one of the best that God have ever done. I believe in the climate, I believe in the geography, I believe in the diversity, and I believe in the oneness of this nation. But one thing I hate, few things I hate in this nation is the strategy. One thing I hate is the political system. One thing I hate is the leaders' idea. One thing I must say no, that I will not fail not to tell you, is that I don't like the system of our leadership. The system that doesn't allow people to say their mind. In a democratic system that's supposed to be the best which we've seen in the world. We're not in an anarchic system. We are not in any other form of political system as we've been taught in government. But the truth is that this kind of practice of democracy we're witnessing in Nigeria today is not obtainable anywhere in the world. This can only be traceable to Africa. And I will tell you with all level of magnanimity that Nigeria would have been better than this. It's obvious, yourself is aware. You're quite aware of this kind of cabal that is working, that is the one making the decision for the government. It's not the one you see. It's not the people that you call your leaders are deciding for the nation. Instead, sometimes they disrupt the system. Sometimes they try to advise, negative advice. You see it happening. Tribalism here and there. Religiosity everywhere. Why should you prioritize all this to economical boom? Why would you prioritize minor instead of focusing on the mega problem of the nation? Here you are dragging, creating chaosity, trampling on what that ought not to be. Instead of focusing on economical growth, instead of focusing on economical global advancement, building human labor, increasing human capital, making us to be knowledgeable, I want to tell you that India was one of the poorest countries across the globe. India invested in human capital. India have come out of recession of their full time. India is now the hub of software development. I practice information technology. My best mentors are from India. These are people driven with knowledge. They don't have the resources that you kill for. They don't have the petroleum that you kill for. They don't have the resources, the gold, and the rest of other things that surround the enclaves of this nation. India don't have that. But you see them, they are booming. India is doing well. You can confirm it anywhere. Look at the China. The only thing that will look the life of the Chinese is the people of China. They are the one. The government have a system that empowers SMEs. They have been able to empower SME. When the Chinese government, when Chinese citizens want to expand, when they try to build a branch, the Chinese government has a way of giving them a very lucrative fund that permits them to establish anywhere across the globe. You can remember vividly the arrival of OPE into Nigeria system. The OPE system got millions, multi-million dollars from Chinese government. They got that funding to be able to expand across nation. Any Chinese guy that have good intention, that have business idea, funding is not a problem. But in this part of the world, many talented people have been killed. Many people with entrepreneurial skills, those startups have been truncated by the system that doesn't support the growth of the young ones. That is by the system that does not nurture talent. That's the system we're facing. That's the system we're facing. They have not allowed us to progress. And I wonder how You expect us to thrive in this. Nigerians are the best in terms of thriving in any form of chaosity. We thrive in any economical system. That is why when you go to Uganda, you will see Nigerians who are doing well. When you go to China, you see us, we are doing well. When you go to Australia, you see us, we are doing well. When you go to Canada, you see us, we are doing well. When you go to United States of America, you see us, we are doing well. When you go to California, you see us doing well. Go to Brazil, to mention for a few. Anywhere you see Nigerian man, the thriving mentality has been installed naturally. We don't lack that. But our system does not permit us to grow horizontally. The system does not enable us to grow within. That is why every day you see many people moving, trying to find their space. The biggest challenge that a Nigerian guy has is the cost of flight, cost of visa, cost that is expected for them to travel out of this fucking system. The system has been so messed up in such a way that nobody try to rely on the system again. Here comes hope 2023, a serious hope that we must not forget. Here we have candidates that remembers us. Here we have someone that have us in mind. Comes a candidate that we'll be crying for. We need a better Nigeria. Christians have been praying and Muslims have been praying in their own ways. They have been praying, saying that Nigeria must change. Those people that don't have you in mind. This time comes when you make your decision. If you really want a U-turn to a better nation, we're talking about a system that cuts cost, scrupulous amount that does not make sense. How will an individual be receiving 100 million as an allowance? How will somebody be receiving a couple of billions as a monthly pay? Which system pays that? This is a system that is struggling with the minimum wage of 18,000 naira. An individual that didn't have 100 heads is receiving millions every single month with a lot of allowance attached to it. And you don't see that as a wrong error. I call it wrong error. Whether there is grammatical expression in English language that spells that, I will tell you that I generate that myself. That is an error. So what am I trying to say? System comes now that permits you to be able to know that you have sense of belonging. Sense of belonging have come. Nigeria 2023 comes sense of belonging. If you are still battling with the mentality of tribalism, that is your headache. If you are still battling with the system of the brother, the person we are talking about is not from my region, you are very stupid. If you are still talking about he's not within my religion, he don't practice Muslim, he don't practice that, you are sick in your brain. We are talking about economist. We are talking about person that have you in mind, and you are dragging with religion. Out of how many years you've been religioning up and down? How have religion changed your life? How has tribalism supported you? The poverty of the north is not different from the one you see at the east. The poverty wear the same uniform, they wear the same Ankara, they wear the same hunger package, they dry you the same way. The skeleton of your bones comes out when the same poverty hits you. So why are you telling me that it's coming from this, it's not from that? That is the mentality they have installed in you. They have not permitted you to make the right choices, and you continue to battle on that. That's the propaganda from the political system, because they know that the poor masses are weak in their thinking. Come on. Why can't you think well? Even if you are poor, your thinking shouldn't be poor. But it's obvious, I'm very sorry to say this, it's obvious they have leverage on your poverty to hypnotize you. That is why they have brainwashed so many, installing that is my people, as if you have something to benefit. We're talking about a person that will benefit the general view. We're talking about the person that will profit the whole nation and revive it for your own child. Property is not a good business for you to trade. It's not a business that you subscribe, you don't benefit in that. So what about that? Why can't you just do something right? Think about the youth, think about the movement, think about good Nigeria, think about a better nation. You're telling me, look at it. Look at South Africa. Look at what they're doing. Look at how China is even resting shoulder with the United Nations. If they are doing rubbish, they won't have that kind of power. Okay, look at the system practiced by Chinese. They don't practice the Momo system that you practice. The system permits individual, the aspirant, to come up. They will be subjected to a serious panel where they will throw questions, weigh their capabilities, weigh their knowledge-based system, they will weigh their influence in the society, they will weigh their credibility, they will weigh their sense of humanity, they will weigh all those characteristics that makes a leader. Nigeria, there is nothing that have the savantism, which is one of the character of a good leader. How many of them live by example, a typical character of good leadership? How many of them can lead as a leader? How many of them can take problem by its horn and say, no, I resist evil? Every now and then, when it happens, they will say, well, hereby sincerely extending of condolence. This time around, the condolence will be extended to the family of the leaders, because we are tired of extension of condolence here and there. We sympathize with this, we sympathize, verbal sympathy every now and then. How long will you continue to sympathize with the victims of Boko Haram, with the victims of the Fulani killings? How long will you continue to sympathize with the killings of the unknown government? How long will you continue to sympathize and sympathize? Being sympathetic without positive measure does not portray that you are in any way concerned. Get it right. It's not every now you log on to Twitter, you drop a comment, we sympathize with this. So your family will be sympathized with this time. We're fed up. How will people die and you are coming up to say they're sympathizing? Is that what we want to hear here? We are fond of that. We need a better system that supports our security, that supports the growth of the economy, that supports the wealth generation, knowledge development, that supports human capital, that supports everything that we see across the globe that makes life worth comfortable living. Telling me you're sympathizing. See, that sympathizing will kill you if you don't get careful. What an annoying system. Look at the words. Extending development, building robotic technologies, leveraging on power of internet, building mega systems, and we are here still struggling with thieves, robbers, still struggling with how are we going to get better to get out of this menace, the spoiled system, outcome of the people that have lived in time past. There is the outcome of poverty that we left unchecked, and they're telling me they're sympathizing with the war killing, they're sympathizing with the Boko Haram victims, they're sympathizing with the Kano victims of the train by the religious or so-called unknown stupid thieves. Case every now and then. Look at the adoption of the Reverend Father over there at the Eastern State, demanding for 100 million people that are worthless, useless people demanding for funds that they don't labor for. And the system built security that could not search. And we have security, different forces, armed forces of different calibers that are being confined. Oh my God, God will help us in 2023. Let me see you as an individual. You still have the mindset of divided nation. You still have the mindset of fragmented parties. You still have the mindset of it's not from my people. And there your people will kill you there. I'm versed in my spirit. Hello, kindly subscribe to this channel. I remain your humble guy, it was done. Speaking your mind, what you are versing for me. Why? I just needed a better nation. I don't have anything to profit. So you gave me those people that you are praising today. They are the one that have the privilege which they never gave you. You are busy fighting for them, defending them. Some even have VIP, carry police, follow body. And you see them today, you'll be wailing, hey, Tuale. That's what they do in the city where I am. Tuale, Baba, those are stupid praising. You praise thief just because they want to give you part of what is stole from you. Sick brain, you have to wake up. Hello, I think you need to know something. This nation, God have mercy upon Nigeria. Grant us the kind of leader we want. You and I can make this happen. Get your PVC set, get ready for 2023. The first game is coming like a tsunami. It's coming like a vampire. It's going to devour the enemies of progress of the nation. And if you can't cope with it, the enemies, I know they're not going to stand it. And the outcome is not just within here. Our voice has been heard. The globe have known that the poverty we are facing is not because